Hello, grade 10. How are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So, today we will discuss the rest part of the chapter. So, let's start this video. Okay. So, let's start with topic asexual reproduction in flowering plant. As I told you in the previous lecture, flower is a reproductive organ of any plant that help in the reproduction. Flower is basically modified leaf which bears special organ and play the role of reproductive system in the plant. A typical flower is composed of four distinct whorls with calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. So today we will discuss one by one. First is the calyx. The outermost wall of flower that is known as calyx and composed of green leaf-like structure that is known as sepal. Second is corolla. It is the second wall of flower is called corolla. It is composed of colorful leaf-like structure called petals. Petals are colorful so that insects and birds can be attracted to assist the flower in pollination. Next is the androecium. This is the third wall in the flower. It is composed of stamen. Okay, stamen is basically the male reproductive part, which is made up of slender stalk and anther on the top. Anther produce the pollen grain, and pollen grain are the male gametes. Next is the gynoecium. This wall is at the center of flower. It is composed of swollen base called ovary and a slender style that stand upright on the ovary. It has a flat top called stigma and ovules are present inside the ovary, and ovules are the female gamete. Gynoecium is basically the female reproductive part and androecium is male reproductive part. This is the atypical flower structure. Here you can see male reproductive part which is stamen present at the side, and in the center female reproductive part is there, that is gynoecium. Now pollination. The pollen grain need to transfer to the stigma so that fertilization take place. And what is pollination? The transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma, that is known as pollination. There are two types of the pollination, self-pollination and cross-pollination. If the pollen grains from the same flower on the same plant are transferred to the stigma, it is called self-pollination. And if the pollen grains from a different plant are transferred to the stigma, that is called cross-pollination. Cross-pollination is better from the perspective of variation. Okay, many agents help plants in cross-pollination. Example, insects, animals, air, water, etc. Insects are the main pollinator for the plant kingdom. Okay. Next is the fertilization. Fertilization is the process in which fusion of male and female gametes occur. And the product of fertilization is called zygote. Zygote undergoes several rounds of the mitosis and develops into an embryo. Subsequently, the embryo develops into a new individual. Okay. Now, fertilization in flowering plant. After landing at stigma, pollen grain absorb moisture and start germination. Pollen grain develop a pollen tube which penetrate through the tissue of the style and reaches the ovule. Then pollen nuclei are transferred through this pollen tube, and after fertilization, zygote is formed, which finally develop into the embryo. Okay. Next is the changes in the flower after fertilization. The calyx and corolla, or you can say sepal and petals, wither and fall off, and so do the stamen. The ovary turns into the fruit. Okay. The embryo turn into the seed, or you can say ovule changes into the seed. Once the seed become mature, the fruit dries up so that dispersal of seeds can take place. Now, the structure of the seed. A seed contains an embryo, some reserve food that is enclosed by a protective covering that is known as seed coat. And the reserve food is stored in the cotyledons. The embryo has two pointed parts. The upper part is called plumule, which give rise to the shoot system, and the lower part is called radicle, which give rise to root system. And the cotyledons supply food when the embryo needs it during germination. Seed germination is the process by which the embryo in the seed kickstart a new life. Okay. So you have to remember, ovary will change into fruit and ovule becomes seeds. So that is the structure. Okay. Include pollination, fertilization and seed formation. The rest part we will discuss in the next lecture. Till then, stay at home, stay safe, be happy.